So, from University 8s, we now move to Schoolboy 8s. On the far side, we have Eton College, the mighty Eton College, who have won this event 15 times. Yes, 15 since 1946. But standing in their way, the guys from Greenwich Crew, that is from the USA, I think from Connecticut, just east of New York. We'll talk about them as they go down. Two well-matched schoolboy crews. Britain against America, who's going to predominate?
Well, this was one of Sarah Winkless's races to watch today, because the Greenwich Crew have been having an incredible year. First place in the Head of the Charles, first place at the Mercer Sprint. So you don't bring a crew over unless you've got something to offer. But they are coming up against the mighty Eton College, who have run this race more than any other school. Already Eton are starting to move ahead very convincingly coming out of the island.
Yeah, it's a very good move from Eton College. They are the third fastest, well, at least that's if you go by the results of the National Schools Regatta, where they finish third behind St Edward's College, who won that event. So they are really strong. They will have moved on, I think, for this regatta. Their coach, Mark Fangenhall, will have done some work with them, and they'll be looking sharper. They certainly do look quite sharp in on the front end. And Greenwich, well, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to get back on a crew as strong as Eton College, because it looks easy, it looks flowy. They had that lead early on. This is the middle of the course, and they look to be just inching away as well.
The power and the fitness is looking really impressive from Eton. They do a lot of work on the water, but they also have a serious program on the land that includes not just ergos, but running intervals as well as the weights. They've been at Millfield. They sometimes go there for sort of land training camps to bond them, and that's helping them. But that said, Greenwich are not going to give up on this and are starting to inch back. Do you think they can do something?
Yeah, definitely. They can move. Eton are in that rhythm. They've got to kind of jump out of that rhythm, because this is a move. William Drinkall in the stroke seat, the 18-year-old, going to the University of Pennsylvania, backed up by Maxwell Raber, Sam Wilson in the 6th seat, really striving. If you're watching this over in Greenwich, I know you'll be on the edge of your seat as Greenwich do go back through the cream of England's rowing. Eton College on the left of your picture, Greenwich Crew on the right. This is going to go down to the wire.
This is going to test everything, their physiology, their mental skills, how well they can stay together under pressure, and whether the cocks can give the right calls to get their technique working and their motivation working. Eton will be feeling that challenge. Greenwich will be feeling, we've come all of this way and we do not want to go out on the first day.
Well, they've got a headwind. It is going to take longer. They've got plenty of time. I'm looking down the course. They have got about 450, 500 metres to go. That's about 1 minute and 3/4. Eton have answered them at the moment, but you can see Greenwich are right there, and their coach, Casey Wasserman, his heart must be in his mouth. They are moving Greenwich, and they are coming back on Eton College. Is there enough water? Look at them, their faces. Look at the determination on William Drinkall, the stroke man's face. Absolutely incredible scenes here.
This is a test, isn't it, of their gears, because they're going to need another gear yet.
I cannot believe if Eton College go out on day one. That would be news. That would be a sensational result. And Eton College are trying to do everything they can. Their stroke, Samuel Lohinis, bronze at National Schools Regatta in 2022. That was when Eton College came in behind St Edward's. They are just, I think, starting to make a little move away from Greenwich. I think it's going to look really challenging now, because I'm looking at the crews and there is about 200 metres to go. What have they got?
Eton have moved away, but Greenwich have still got overlap. They need another move. They need a big lift. They need to lift that rate. They need to find some power. They put in a lot to get back on terms, but now Eton have still got that upper hand and they can sense the finish coming.
So we're coming up to the finish line. It looks like a victory for Eton College. Inigo Sharrock, James Ginberg, Edwards, Mollad, Proust, Arthur Scott, Julia Audley-Williams, Alex Perkins, Lewis Clark, Sam Lahanis and Alexander Coombs in the Cox's seat. Those are the 9 guys that crossed the line first. It's less than a length verdict from the Greenwich College. Fantastic race from them. I thought they were going to do it, Kath.
That was such a test. That was a big ask of Eton, and you don't usually want such a tough race. Look how much that has taken out of them. Fantastic challenge from the Greenwich Crew, who have made Eton have the race of the season just to get to Wednesday.